Hey guys, very nice greetings from Germany. I'm Sandra, I'm a psychic medium, I'm a starseed, and I want to share with you a very important message, and I hope you will get my message. I'm very sorry for my English skills. I try my best to explain all this in English. Yeah, the big question, do we ascend? Or is it only fake? Does the global awakening exist or not? I personally observed that by many of my friends are the starseeds. They are confused, or they are not sure if the ascension is real. And I want to share with you my personally journey, my story. And I see entities, I see the energetics, and I hope you will get my message. Because I talked about it in one of my previous videos. When you want to watch it, I add this video here. It's actually a very sad video, because when you know my previous channel, my channel was called That Magnificent Future. I've uploaded light code transmissions, healing sessions, and many different videos about different starseed races, and yeah, it's actually very sad what happened to me and to my twin flame. Yeah, now you see the situation where I live now, and I can tell you a little bit what I saw energetically in the fourth dimension. I try my best to explain all this in English, and I'm not sure if I can talk about everything because I'm not sure what's happening to my channel again, right? But I try my best to explain this, and maybe this video helps you to understand what's going on Earth exactly, or do we ascend for real, or what's happening. It has started in the year 2020. In 2020, in spring 2020, there was a galactic war above Earth. And many people, and also close members and friends, they saw this war on the night sky. This happened, I'm not sure anymore, at February or March, and this war has happened on a weekend. I was awake the whole night. For 3 days circa, I was totally awake. I couldn't sleep, and I got all the time the message, Sandra, it's forbidden to go to sleep. You have to stay alive. Not alive, but it's forbidden to go to bed. You have to stay awake the whole night. And for 3 days, I was awake, and I felt these explosions. Yeah, it was a very explosive war above Earth, and many people saw that. Ships, yeah, many people saw that, and this has started at 2020. After these wars, I went for a walk for every night almost, and I saw these amazing ships on the sky, and they had no physical form. They looked like ghosts, transparent objects on the sky. They were very high frequent, not physical ships. And it was so amazing and so magical. I cried when I saw them. And it looked like they're celebrating us. They're celebrating the awakening and the freedom. Yes, the light forces, they are helping us a lot. And without their help, I guess we wouldn't reach it. That's the point. And now I try my best to explain all this because that's so complex. And I'm not sure if I can share with you my messages in English. I'm very sorry. After this weekend, like I said, I went for a walk for almost every night, and I saw these beautiful and amazing ships on the sky. They shimmered a little bit like diamonds, and they had no physical form. It was like they celebrated us. For example, I started to sing in the middle of the night, and I started to sing in light language, right? Like, during the night, all the time. And then I saw the ships. Yeah, I got the impulse, bam, like this, and then I looked up to the sky and I saw a ship like, yeah. It was like they're celebrating us. That was so cool to see them. But I saw also on Monday, after this weekend, I saw physical objects and they had red lights and they didn't look very nice. And they appeared after this war. This has started on a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Monday I went for a walk because close friends told me, oh Sandra, I saw that on the sky. Oh my gosh, that was like Star Wars. Star Wars is real. And then I was curious, okay, then I went for a walk. Maybe I will see anything. And then on this Monday, I saw physical objects on the sky and they had red lights. And they looked very aggressive, not very kind. Yeah, and I felt, okay, this is the dark force. So that's what I felt, yeah, at the beginning. Oh my gosh, okay, 20 of them are still on the sky. And I personally channeled since this year that these wars will come down to us. Because this galactic war in 2020 has happened in higher dimensions, not in the fourth dimension, not on the 3D level. So many people got this question, huh? I thought when we ascend into the 5D dimension, everything is peace. We have no wars like that. The point is, and it's what I've personally channeled, and I'm not sure if this resonates. Please trust your inner wisdom, because we are searching the truth now. And that's what many people feel. They want to know the truth. And it does exist one truth, the truth by the Creator. And the truth by the Creator is actually very easy to understand. It's so easy to understand the truth of the Creator. But it's like we have to open our hearts again. And when your heart is open, you will feel the truth very easily. The children, they got this connection very, very clear, without any filter, without any blockages, without any traumas. The children got this connection very close and easy. And that's the process. It's only my personally feeling, right? I personally channeled when this war has ended at 2020 in these higher dimensions, these wars will come down to us. And I personally channeled that it was a close war there. It was close. So why is this happening in higher dimensions? Why do they have a fight? I personally channel that the infinite dance between lights and shadows does exist up to the 8D dimension. That means when we would ascend physically into the 8D dimension, so then you will feel immortal. Yeah, that's the cat Cookie behind me. Yeah, she's very cute. Yeah, that means you have this infinite dance between lights and shadows do exist up to the 8D dimension. So it's not about, oh, go, yeah, we ascend to the 5D dimension. Yeah, right, there's no shadow, nothing, only light. No, the infinite dance between lights and shadows will exist also in higher dimensions, but we change our consciousness. The consciousness level, the perspective would change. And this is what's happening. You start to change your perspective and your consciousness level. But we have this human experience now. So, and our body becomes lighter because maybe when we change our consciousness level as family, as humanity, so maybe we start to eat other food, for example. We take more care of others. We want to take care of animals, or we want to seed new seeds, or we want to take care of Earth. So that means we start to change our consciousness level, right? So, and then Earth becomes lighter, or your body becomes lighter because you start to eat other food. You change your nutrition, right? So that's my personal understanding of the 5D consciousness or dimension. is more about to change your consciousness level at first. When you change your consciousness level, so then you will do something different. Your body will become lighter. So, and then we ascend to higher dimensions. That's my personal understanding. So that means also when we ascend, or your consciousness level is in the 5th dimension, so the infinite dance between lights and shadows will go on. So that means Earth becomes a lighter place, a peaceful place. You will feel so much more love, but the infinite dance between lights and shadows will go on here on Earth. Yes, that's my personally understanding of all this ascension. So, and I personally felt that these infinite dance do exist up to the 8D dimension. And when we would ascend to the 8D dimension, right? So, and we take our physical body with us, then we feel immortal. Immortal, also our physical body will not age, nothing. And it's like you start to embody the darkest shadows and the brightest lights at the same time. There's no difference because you feel the peace between lights and shadows, and you start to embody everything. And when we reach it, to embody everything, every aspect within you, so then we would ascend to the 8D dimension. Yeah, it's a very magic number. That means infinity, right? So, and that's my personally understanding. So, because many people got this question, so I don't understand why they had a galactic war in the 6D dimension or in the 7D dimension. Why? Because I thought everything is cool, or we only have peace and light. So no, that's the point. We are multidimensional beings having a human experience. So that means you can shift with your consciousness into other dimensions, but we have this physical form now here on Earth. So that means to keep body, mind, and soul in balance is also a very important key on Earth, right? So, and also you as a starseed or you as a light worker, I know it's hard. It's hard for us because we remember the ancient times. We remember the times where we lived in peace and harmony together. I know, yeah, and you are here to embody these ancient times. You are here to embody the peaceful state, to bring light, to share peace, to share love. We are here for this mission, to increase the frequency on Earth, right? Because soul is vibrating in the frequency. So that means your frequency affects the outer world also, right? And this is what you feel as a starseed or as a light worker, that you're here for a mission, you have a purpose here, and your frequency is shining very bright. Maybe people remember you very easily, right? So, do we ascend? I feel yes, but it's more about the consciousness. The consciousness of humanity, of the collective will change, and it's what many people feel. And the people want to know the truth. They feel something strange is going on. What's going on with the dark forces? So what's about them? And yes, they do exist. And that's very hard to explain that. So maybe I have to cut this video and to record a second part. But I personally felt as a psychic medium, since 2020, I felt that this galactic war will come down to us. And I personally felt that this war has happened in the 6 and 7D dimension at first. And the light forces reached it to bring balance. This is all what they want to do. So, and you felt it also as a starseed or as a light worker that it is totally out of balance, right? Also, the situation here on Earth. There's so much darkness here. So what's about the lightful side? What's about peace, love, and harmony? That's what I personally saw in 2020. And this galactic war above our heads, above Earth, has ended in spring 2020. And this war has happened in the 6 and 7D dimension. That's what I personally saw. And I personally felt that this will come down to us. I try as good as I can to explain the situation, okay? That's what I personally see as a psychic medium, and I hope this resonates, okay? For example, Creator got a message. God have a message for us. So we talk about, for example, the 12D dimension. So that means it's like a sun, right? And then you see the light is coming down to us. So that means when God got a message, that's the sun, right? So this message will come down to us and will impact and affect the lower dimension. So this message will come down to the 11D dimension, the 10D dimension, 9D dimension, 8D dimension, and so on, right? So that's the message by God, that's the 12D dimension, and then it goes down. 11D dimension, 10D dimension, 9D dimension, 8D dimension, and so on. So that means when our galactic sisters and brothers had a war in the 6th or 7D dimension, these will come down to us too. This is what you can see now. And many starseeds and light workers got this question now, if the global awakening is real, look what's going on. They play these games, they don't stop. Why they don't stop? I thought everything is in peace. I thought the galactic sisters and brothers, they helped us. They cleaned up the mess or they brought back balance. So why they keep going? The dark forces, why? So, and now I try to explain this. It's so hard to explain this in English, really, but I try my best. I felt, and this has started at the beginning of 2021, 1 year later, I felt there was a galactic war in the 4th dimension. And I made a live stream. Yeah, maybe you saw this. And I talked about it, that the gate to the 4th dimension is open. Yeah, and that was my last video, or one of my last videos after I deleted my social platforms. And I can tell you guys, that was horrible. I cried so much, Marcel too. We talked about it in one of my last videos. They attacked us. Psychic attacks all the time. I had almost every night astral travelings. I saw this fight, this galactic wars. I saw the 4th dimension. I saw the false priestess, the false priests. I saw the false light. I saw the dark entities. I saw demons. I saw holograms. This is the dimension of illusion. The 4th dimension is the dimension of illusion. And when you channel energies, it was very easy to channel the 4th dimension. Very easy. It's like the next dimension to us, right? So, and the most of the dark souls, the dark entities, demons or draconians, reptilians, they have no physical bodies. They can't, but they use humans. They love to use humans to manipulate us. They do walk-ins sometimes also. Yeah, this is what they can do. But actually they have no physical form. But they use their frequencies, their toxic technologies to manipulate Earth, humans, and also the weather, almost everything. It's like they are programming Earth. And they are programming humans with their technologies, frequencies, with their energy, the negativity, and with their manipulation and illusion. That's the 4th dimension. And the 4th dimension is the dimension of illusion. It's like, it's the choice or the process for you to figure out what is true. Yeah, it's like a fog. It's like a game. So it's like, a labyrinth. I'm not sure. I feel something is wrong. I feel my heart is talking to me, but I'm not pretty sure. So, and then you ascend to the 4th dimension, and it's the dimension of illusion. A lot of tests, right? And holograms and shapeshifters. So, and this has happened at the beginning of 2021, and this galactic war has started, I guess, in April 2021 it has started, and this war ends at the end of May 2021, circa. And I saw that. I saw so many holograms. And I can tell you guys, yes, and this is right, they manipulated also the spiritual community a lot. And they created many holograms to confuse us. But I have to tell you guys, and that's the good message, but that's only my personal feeling, I have to talk about the past. There was, for example, ARCTURIAN, he was a hologram. He was one of them. I saw him. I saw his ship. It was a very lightful ship in the astral travelings, the lightest ship on the sky. And he looked like a star, very bright. He looked like Venus, yeah, the Venus star, very similar. And I saw him, Ashta. And I saw him. He was a hologram. I have to tell you was, because like I said, the real light forces, they cleaned up the mess. And they want to bring back balance. They want to bring back truth. And like I said, without their help, I guess Earth and humanity wouldn't reach it. Yeah, I'm so grateful for my galactic sisters and brothers. But like I said, I personally saw a false galactic federation in the fourth dimension. They are not real. This is not the real galactic federation. They were only here to confuse people. Blue beam, right? So this is the project by them. This is the dark force. Blue beam. We create the galactic federation. And these are holograms, actually. And Ashta was one of them. That's what I personally saw. And I know that's a little bit, whoa, okay. But I found out that more people talked about it. You know, it's like, okay, I talk to a box, or it looks like a matrix, a geometric symbol, but there's no information inside. That's what I felt when I tried to channel Ashta. I got all the time this feeling, that's a box. There's nothing inside in this box, nothing, no information, it's only a box. It looks like this is an entity, but there's no information inside. It's what I felt every time when I wanted to channel Ashta, right? And I know Ashta is a very, very well-known entity, right? But I have to tell you, that's not the current time, because the light forces deleted all these holograms. Maybe you know this as a starseed too, that you got attacked so much energetically from this dimension. So maybe you saw these entities too when you was a child or as an adult, and I saw them all the time. I saw these draconian beings, these reptilian beings too. I saw very lightful beings, lightful sisters and brothers, but also very dark entities. And when I was a child, I got attacked all the time by them, by negative grace, by reptilians, by draconians, by demons, all the time, this darkness around me. And I saw them also last year, and I saw them in January 2021 also, when this war has started. Then I saw them like they had a physical form. That was so crazy to saw these draconians as a hologram. And they look like they are humans, but they don't. They have no hearts. They looked so cold, and their eyes, I was like, oh my gosh, a robot talks to me. They have no soul. Yes, and this is right. These beings have no soul. They have no soul. Yeah, that's what I saw. They looked so angry and so cold, like robots. It's like they have no light in their eyes, nothing. And it was like a show, or they were the masked, and they looked at humans. It was so crazy to see this. The astral travelings, and all the time these attacks, almost every night almost. These horrible attacks. And then I saw also the false Galactic Federation in the fourth dimension. So, and they were also not very kind. And then I saw Ashta, and he was very tall. Yeah, he looked like Pleiadian, really. So he was very tall. And he looked similar to these illustrations on Google. You have to search up for these pictures. He looked almost similar. Yeah, this hairstyle. Then these blue eyes. He was very tall. He wore black trousers and a black blazer and black shoes. He looked like a businessman. He's no joke. So when I saw him, and oh my goodness, this is Ashta. Oh my gosh. And I saw that immediately because he looked similar to these illustrations. It's no joke, almost similar. But he's not shining in golden light. He looked more silver. His energy vibrated more in cold colors and more in silver or in blue, and not in golden light. Not really, yeah. That's what I saw, and that was so crazy to see these dimensions. But it was so hurtful. Yeah, it was very hurtful because I got attacked all the time, and they attacked me also. They wanted to stop me, but I'm not sure exactly what I have done there in the fourth dimension. I'm not pretty sure. I don't understand, but I guess we helped. So, and I felt that was a very explosive war, very explosive. I guess almost, yeah, 1 month, I guess. This war has existed for, I guess, 1 month. And at the end of May, it has ended. And I saw no dark entities anymore, no darkness, no draconians, no reptilians, no holograms. They are deleted, they are disappeared. That's what I personally saw. They are not here anymore. Because the real light forces, they cleaned up the lies. They only want to bring back balance again. This is all what they want to do. They want to help us. Yeah, they want to help us. And that's what I personally saw in these dimensions. Yeah, and I see no reptilian, no draconian, no hologram energetically, nothing. They disappeared. And that's what many people feel now. Also psychic medium, that something is off. So, I don't get any informations anymore by Ashta. No informations? No messages? What's going on with Archangel Michael? I don't get any messages. But he disappeared. What's going on, right? Or maybe you start to question it too. So, is it a good idea to channel ETs, or is it not a good idea to channel ETs? Because, yeah, as what I personally saw, it was, right? It was, right? That it does exist a false galactic federation. And they were here to confuse us. And these were only holograms. Yeah, and then it does exist the real Galactic Federation of Light. That's so confusing because the dark forces, they love it to manipulate us. They love it to confusing us. And they love it to work with fogs, right? So it's like, then you think, oh, the Galactic Federation is evil. Yeah, they are evil per se. It does exist. It doesn't exist good entities out there. The whole Galactic Federation is evil, right? And that's the game by the Dark Force. There's only black and white for them. Only black and white, not more, right? So are you a good guy or a bad guy? I hate you, I love you. There's not more. This is their consciousness level of the Draconian and Reptilians. Are you a friend? Or are you my enemy? Yeah, this is their game. And this is what they do with us, right? So then you believe, oh, the whole Galactic Federation, they are not good. Yeah, but they were holograms and they worked in the fourth dimension. Then you think, oh, the Pleiadians are bad because Ashtar was a hologram. Fuck, oh my gosh. Oh, I guess it's not a good idea to talk to Pleiadians because Ashtar is a Pleiadian. Right? Or he was a Pleiadian. Okay, so then it's not a good idea to talk to Pleiadians because Ashtar was a hologram. Right? So this is their game. So that you believe that the Pleiadians are bad. Every Pleiadian is bad now. But it does exist the real Pleiadians. But they are in higher dimensions. They are above the fourth dimension. And the fourth dimension is the next dimension to us, humans. Or was. Because I personally feel, yeah, and that's the good message. And that's what I feel. Yes, we do ascend. Earth is ascending. But nobody said that's easy, right? Nobody said that ascension is easy. Now you see it with your own eyes, how hard it is to break free and how this system has worked for over thousands of years. And I personally feel after these words, Earth is vibrating in the fourth density. That's what I personally feel, and that's the reason why these dark entities energetically embrace with Earth now. Why I don't see them energetically. It's like they are deleted. All these holograms, right? Almost every hologram, I have to say, is deleted now. They cleaned up the mess and they only want to bring back balance again between lights and shadows and Earth and the universe, also in higher dimensions, up to the 8D dimension. It was totally out of balance. Too much darkness. Too much darkness. Almost no light. Yeah. So then it makes sense why we had galactic wars on Lyra, for example. These beings are so high vibrational. How is it possible that they have war in these high vibrational dimensions? Why? Because like I said, but this is only what I remember, that this fight or this dance between lights and shadows will go on up to the 8D dimension. That's why the Arcturian people, for example, are one of the wisest people, because they went through all this process, through all these games, through all these dance between lights and shadows, and they embody everything. They embody the darkest night, the darkest shadows, but also the brightest lights. That's the reason why they are the oldest species, and they are very wise, and they got a totally other consciousness level. It's hard to get them because of their dimension. That's more the energy of the Arcturian people. That's why they are so wise, right? Or one of the oldest species, because they went through all this. Yeah. So, but there's no judgment, because every role is important, every role and every perspective is important. And also the dark entities, they're playing the role, but it's a hard game. And this is what you can see now on Earth, that also these complications will come down to us. And this is what you can see. Also these dark souls, draconian people, reptilian people, they have chosen a physical form also. And these are the last people. All what you can see, these complications, is only happening on Earth now. I personally see in higher dimensions, everything is clear. Everything is not in peace, but in balance. In balance and more transparency. And you see the truth better, right? It is more calm and kind in the higher dimensions too, because they had also war there on Lyra, for example, or on Sirius. They attacked Sirius also, or the Orion wars, right? So, and this has happened in higher dimensions. So, and many people got this question, I don't understand, they have war in higher dimensions. It makes no sense. I thought everything is in peace there and in harmony. Actually, it is, because everything is in balance. But the dark forces, they disrespect these universal laws. That's the problem a little bit, right? That's the problem. They disrespect these universal laws. They disrespect the will of the Creator. That's the point, right? And they do exactly the same here on Earth. Or they did the same on other planets, right? They created these horrible systems, the slavery systems, and they wanted to keep Earth or other planets in a state of fear, in a low vibration, in darkness, in separation, in disconnection, right? So, and all what you can see is the war on Earth. On other planets, on other systems, or in higher dimensions, everything is clear. And that's the good message. I'm very careful with these kind of messages, because I saw these wars by my own again. I had so many astral travelings, and it was so horrible. Really, I cried because my whole back hurted. I had headache, They sent us so horrible frequencies. They attacked us all the time. All the time. Also Marcel and me. Because we were surrounded also by very aggressive neighbors. They broke into our basement. They wanted to come into our flat. They were in front of our door. A few people, almost every night, they were in front of our door. They sent us so negative frequencies. My whole back has hurted, everything, and it was impossible to do my job, to do my work, to do any readings, because all the time we were surrounded by these negative technologies and frequencies. All the time we were attacked, all the time. And I saw these hologram ships on the sky also, and they had a physical form. They didn't look very nice, and they sent us these horrible frequencies as well, all the time. I cried so much, and I lost almost my technical equipment, almost everything. My computer was destroyed, my laptop was destroyed. By Marcel, my twin flame, his Samsung cell phone was destroyed. My old Samsung Galaxy cell phone was destroyed also. We had no technical equipment anymore. And when I had conversations on Facebook, I was not sure if this is a bot or is it a real person. And then I had no money. Almost no money. I had no money for food anymore. We were surrounded by very negative people. They observed us all the time. They were in front of our house all the time. They broke into our basement, and it was a group, all the time the same people, and they observed us all the time. When we leave the house. When we come back, yeah, all the time. They took a seat in a car and they observed us with their cell phone all the time. And then I was scared to go into the supermarket to buy any food, because also there we were surrounded by very aggressive people all the time. And then I had no choice, because I had almost no money anymore. Marcel, my twin flame, also not. And then I had to go, really, to save my life. And this is no joke, because I had almost no contact, right, to my real friends, to other people. Because like I said, my cell phone was destroyed, my laptop was destroyed, my computer was destroyed. I had no numbers and no connections anymore to no person. My closest friends, I tried to contact them because I remembered their number, right? So, and then I went to the main station and I used a classical telephone there, and I called this number and the people I know, right? So, and I reached it, and Marcel too, to get out of there. But it was very close, like I said. I was so shocked to see them in front of our door. And they came in and they knocked the keys up in the basement. That was so crazy, and all the time these frequencies. And I saw the fourth dimension. I saw their toxic technologies. The toxic technologies by the dark agenda. And I can tell you their plan was horrible. It was a horrible plan. Very horrible. And I can tell you, and that's the reason why I'm so grateful for our real light sisters and brothers, and they do exist. These are very high vibrational people, but they are contacting us and they can communicate with us. Yeah. And now it's so clear for you to figure out, is this a real person or not? Is this a real entity or not? And maybe you try to channel entities and now you get no informations. And I see this similarity by so many other starseeds and light workers. They are unsure. They stop with channeling, or they stop to channel entities or ETs because they are not sure anymore if these were good guys or not. And I can tell you yes, because when you channel, you have to jump over the fourth dimension, right? So then it was clear you channel your real light sisters and brothers, because they are more high vibrational and they are vibrating over the fourth dimension. And in the fourth dimension, the most of the draconians and reptilians live there. And they work from the fourth dimension with us, with humanity on Earth, and they manipulated almost everyone with their toxic technologies. That's the reason why it was so hard to break free. Yeah, and that's my personally vision. Maybe this inspired you, but nobody said that the ascension is easy. And this is what you can see now on Earth. And what I see is that all this, what's happening now, is only happening on Earth. And that all these complications, these explosions, will come down to us. That's a universal law, right? So this will affect also the lower dimensions. And we have a human body now, right? So, and we have to make the best of this. And that's my personally message for you, right? So, and now you see clear. And last but not least, you have to trust your intuition at first. You have to believe and trust your intuition, the connection to God or to the source, to the universe. At first, you have to believe in yourself. That's the first step that's so important right now. So, and I want to share with you this message, and I hope this message inspired you. And please never give up. Really, it was a horrible situation. And I thought I will die soon because we had no food. And I was scared to go out. I had no technical equipment, nothing. And then I had no choice because they confused my entire community. And then I wanted to protect my community and myself. Yes. And then I had to go, and I'm so grateful that my close friends helped me to get out of there. And I wanted to share this with you, that you never give up. And nobody said that this is easy here on Earth, right? So, but like I said, light has won. And I feel that, I'm so sure, because I saw this war in the fourth density with my own eyes. And that was so horrible to see all these draconians, these shapeshifters, these holograms, these false prophets, right? The false light, the false Galactic Federation, Ashtar, the big hologram, right? So to see them all. And now they are deleted and they disappeared. And maybe you feel it too as a starseed, or maybe you saw entities or you see entities, and maybe you don't see them anymore, these dark ETs. So that would be cool to give me feedback. Do you still see them? Me not. And this has ended after these galactic wars in the fourth density. They disappeared. And now you see the truth. And actually it's very easy now to channel, because now you can channel your real friends and your real light sisters and brothers. And it was so easy, right, before this war, to channel the false light sisters and brothers. And you channeled the fourth density maybe all the time. And that's the density of illusion. Maybe my message helped you to understand what's going on Earth. So, and I hope this inspired you. I'm so sorry for my English skills, really. I hope you get my message, and I'm so grateful for all the people who are still believing in us, who are still supporting us after all this shit what happened to us, right? So now you see my situation where I live now, right? I use my cell phone here to record a video. So, and that's actually very, very sad, but at the same time, I'm so grateful that I'm still alive. Yeah, and I saw these technologies, I saw their frequencies, I saw these holograms, and I saw these draconians. They shape-shifted and they acted like they are humans. And this is what you can see now on Earth, because these negative souls made the decision, had chosen a physical form also, and they did exactly the same to us. Actually, these are ETs, right? Like you as a starseed, but they act like they are humans. They do exactly the same to us lightworkers or starseeds. Exactly the same. Yeah, that these reptilians or draconians are actually ETs, right? And they act like they are humans, but they have a human body now. It's totally the same to us, but it's only the other side of the coin, right? So, and that's your work as a light worker here, that you shine your light and you want to bring back balance, the same to the light forces in higher dimensions, okay? And that's the positive message, even when it was very dark. And I personally feel, yes, that the light forces reached it, but it was very close again in the fourth density. It's the same again. It was very close. It was very explosive, only for a short time, right? For a few weeks. It was very explosive and horrible. So now it's good again, and we feel this peace. I personally see no energetic dark entities, no reptilians energetically, like I said. And I feel the earth is vibrating in the fourth density now, because the gate has opened for a few months ago. And maybe my message resonates with you. You see all the links in the description below. When you want to support my work, you can donating me. I hope I spelled it right. You can book also a session with me. I offer Starseed origin readings, psychic readings, healing sessions, and also light code transmissions, right? That's what I love mostly, right? That I talk and sing in light language and to channel my galactic sisters and brothers, right? Maybe this resonates. You can use also my PayPal donation link when you want to support my channel, or you can subscribe, or you can add me also on Instagram. I try to rebuild up everything, and I hope so much that we will keep going. And I'm very grateful for all the people who are still believing in us, still believing and supporting my channel and my work and my service for humanity. I'm very grateful to see you all. Yes, and it does exist one truth, and that's the truth by the Creator. And our galactic sisters and brothers, they do exactly the same. They understand the language by the Creator, right? And they channel them. So, but maybe they feel a little bit more, or they see more at the same time. They got a other consciousness, perspective and level, but actually they do exactly the same. And you can do it too, to understand the truth of the Creator, the truth by God. That's so easy, because we were born with this connection. Okay, have a beautiful time, and see you soon again. Bye bye. Tschüss. Thank you so much.